Mike.
All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 116.
God damn, we've been doing this for a long time.
Cigar Hustler podcast. Social distanced pandemic world.
In the social distance pandemic world
Of 2020. Did you ever think we'd be here, Michael, at this point?
I gotta tell you, man, fucking 2020 sucks.
It does, doesn't it? Ugh.
You know what's really gonna be worse?
What?
Because here's how this plays out for us Floridians.
Right? Oh, yeah.
We fucking finally
All right,
the
I gotta
dust
take this down. I can't breathe.
the dust settles on this, and we're gonna have a Cat 5 headed straight for us.
They say we're expecting 4 very heavy storms this year.
Yeah, I believe it. I fucking believe it.
But, you know, we're all ready with food and toilet paper, so bring it on.
God, it's just absolutely insane.
All right, let me get this lit. Hold on.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm getting mine lit. You get yours lit.
Oh, can't see.
You said that you got enough content for fucking 3 episodes.
I have 12 pages. Oh, I just dropped an ash. Gonna light on fire. I have 12 pages here in front of me. I've got 10 pages for just a straight pandemic show, if you want to do a pandemic show.
Jesus.
And it's just content every day.
So much content. Everybody's sitting at home like, I'm going to write some shit up.
A lot of news stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my wife and I were talking the other night. What if this is the new normal now? You know, nobody shakes hands anymore. You have to wear masks when we go out. I mean, there's no guarantee this ever goes away.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that it'll be the new normal.
You don't think so?
Nope. I really don't.
Well, did you think that last year at this time that now we would be wearing masks to go to the grocery store?
I mean, my perspective has changed on this thing.
Yeah, I saw that last week. It changed right when the president said, okay, the governor said everything's locked down for the rest of the month. You started walking around like this in the shop. Like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
No, I mean, like, you know, I obviously was fucking around a little bit with that. But, you know, I didn't think it was, you know, the first week of it coming out, I'm like, okay, whatever. Just shut up. Right? And now I still kind of feel that way, but I'm a little bit more precautionary. You know?
The lady in the CDC, this came out overnight, I heard this morning on the radio, that if you don't have to go out this week, they recommend you don't go. This is going to be the bad week. They think it's going to spike this week, and there's going to be more people sick this week than in the previous weeks.
This is the one.
This is the one, according to the information, however they figure it out, that this is it.
I still feel like it's already made its way through here.
It might have. We might have had that December
because of Costa.
I mean, I was sicker than I've ever been in a while. I mean, I was passed out in bed for a good day and a half.
I feel like when I went to TPE and Costa virus was kind of funny. It was a big joke.
I don't remember if I got it. I think I got it while you were gone.
Maybe.
And then you came back with it because I came in and did that one show. And other than that one show, I wasn't here that week.
Yeah, and I just couldn't shake it. And I had an upper respiratory thing. I'm like, man, I was still working out.
Yeah, I mean, I was coughing and hacking. And
I got some Z-Pack and I was good to go.
I moved to another room of the house, which I never do. I mean, I went to one of the guest rooms, just shut the door.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Couldn't deal.
We had a great virtual HERF with Sokka.
That did go really well.
Yeah.
It did.
I still can't get you to say a goddamn thing on those.
I enjoy watching. They're not there to hear me talk.
I know.
I mean, what am I going to do? Chime in on something I don't know anything about?
You're a funny guy.
It's like watching TV. Yeah, there was a couple of times I could have thrown in a joke, but it didn't seem appropriate. And I don't know Willie well enough last night. I don't know any of the Disney jokes you guys were passing on.
Oh, so Willie is...
Yeah, I know who he is. He works for Miami Cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to him in the beginning when you weren't there. He was asking everybody what they were smoking. I was like, he's looking for Miami Cigars, guys. Anybody got a Miami cigar? Nobody had one.
So this is that was the virtual HERF that we did, or that you did with
FCC.
what
I did last night. And we're going to do that every Sunday, apparently. Everybody really had a good time. They enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was in rare form.
You were a little liquored up, Mike.
I was a little liquored up, but...
A little liquored up. I've never before got a text message from your wife warning me and asking how you were acting and if she needs to get you.
It's just me enhanced, which is a lot.
That's a lot.
Because me sober is a lot.
Yes, that is true.
So, I mean, but I wasn't like hammered. You know what I mean? Like,
you were taking,
you were feeling good.
You were having a glass up. You were going.
Oh, what a great reenactment.
You were not sipping that tequila.
Was it
margaritas?
Yeah.
I saw it was a little bit yellow.
Yeah, it was a margarita.
Oh, I meant to bring margaritas today. Son of a bitch.
You blew it.
I forget.
But, so Willie's obviously big into, like, he likes to visit Disney.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, he
he
goes
lives,
all the fucking
he lives
time.
over there in Celebration, he said.
Yeah. And when we were here, when he was here with Jack Tarano, we had like a meeting.
Oh,
of
that's right. He
minds.
was here that big night, yeah.
We were. This was right before everything started really shut down, and they had just officially shut down
Ooh, that's a big
Disney. Yeah, he took a big gulp there.
Excuse me. Just burped
They
down
just
the air.
officially shut down Disney, and he's like, they're not going to close Disney Springs, though. Meanwhile,
That's
fast
the
forward-
shopping thing, right?
Yeah. Fast forward to now,
Oh, and you just spit.
everything. Yeah.
You just spread Corona.
COVID,
Remember, we
COVID's
call
on
it Corona.
the coronavirus.
We still call it
Still call it
coronavirus.
Corona.
Still call it Corona here on the
That's
show.
what it's called.
That was the original name.
Yep. Corona. My Corona.
Well, let's get started here with the show then, Michael. First, I'd like to wish David, Jonathan, and Barry, the gentleman from Cigar Authority,
Yeah.
they just had their 10-year anniversary show on Saturday.
Hey.
So congratulations, gentlemen.
Congratulate 10 years.
10
no
years.
parole. Good for
long
you.
time. Barry said, or David said he had never missed a show in 10 years.
Wow.
That's a lot of shows.
That's pretty impressive.
So he wanted to take next week off, but they won't let him.
Well, I mean, I get it.
But when they started, this wasn't even a thing. I mean,
Yeah. What, did they start on podcast? There's no way.
they were explaining what it
radio
was,
show,
and I never heard it before what they were doing. One of the gentlemen, and I don't
It's called
know.
MySpace.
Yeah, might have been. I don't know who's who on the, other than David. I don't know who the other two gentlemen are. But one guy in the middle had started a some type of internet radio show. There was no video, and that's where David got the idea to.
And that was the beginning.
That was, and then it got started. And now, 3 years into their 10, we're the number one show.
There you go.
Just so you know, gentlemen.
I shaved my head.
I believe everybody has noticed.
Yeah.
You look like, and it's a terrible comparison, but you look like from a concentration camp
Oh, thanks.
victim. Other than you're quite bulky.
Well, here's the logic behind it, right? I'm not going to see my barber for a month.
Yes.
So, what the fuck?
They're wanting to shave my head at home, and I was almost there, but now I can't because you did. So I'm just going for the haircut.
The mutiny.
So now I'm just going for the haircut.
The
'Cause
tribe is attacking the chief.
There's a lot of hats going on
Shave
in my
the head.
house. There's a lot of bandanas wearing. And
Here's the thing, like, when I do my hair, it's fucking super easy, right? I just fucking just throw some gel in there and I'm
Right,
done, right?
right.
But when it gets so long, all of a sudden it becomes like this task. And
and you can't really spike it anymore because
Yeah.
it's getting so
yeah, it gets
long.
like this sideways
Yeah, it starts
thing.
leaning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
from the flat top days when I used to do that.
So I started to experience that on Thursday and Friday. I'm like, I'm not doing this for a month. So I just said,
Yeah, I
hey.
can't part mine anymore because this side is so full and
Mm-hmm.
then this side's flat, and I noticed on the Herb it looked like I had hair on just one side of my head.
I just don't want to think about it.
Right.
So it was.
I'm
going to
go short. My wife cut my hair for years, so she can do it if she's in the mood. But I'm not going to. I want the sides and the back really, really short.
Yeah.
And then the top just long enough where it's starting to stand up, but
Right.
not short. I don't.
It's like a mini mic.
I don't want to go that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because last time I went down the street and I got, crinkle. The guy that has the same haircut no matter what you ask him for.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
We both got that.
Right.
The same-
yeah.
the same
And
cut.
then my wife just wouldn't buzz the rest of it off. I mean, it was just
It's
there
bad.
was nothing left. It was bad. Yeah. You want a fade? Okay. You want a flat top? Oh yeah, sure, I can do that too.
It's just the one thing.
You want a comb over? Yeah, not a problem.
Oh, you look so good. Like he was.
Oh yeah, you get into it. Oh, you look. Oh,
this is a
You look
great cut.
Taking that little half brush thing on your head.
yeah.
Oh, I trimmed the
Kicking
beard.
ass.
Let me trim the beard. Like I don't know what it because
So, yeah.
you just shave that off too.
But yeah, so
So
we're rocking. We're rocking.
everything good at the house?
I'm rocking. What was the Brad Pitt movie with the monkeys? It was called 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Brad Pitt 12
Yeah.
Monkeys. Yeah,
or
that's
Fight
right.
Club. Maybe the Fight Club.
Right.
He shaved.
Oh yeah, he did a Fight
There you
Club
go.
too. Well,
Yeah, not concentration camp. Thanks.
All right, I gotta take this thing off. I'm sweating. So talk for a minute.
You got to remove your scarf.
I gotta remove
He's
my
taking
scarf.
his scarf off right now. Du-du-du-du. Wow, look at all that hair I just saw.
I know,
Wow.
kidding. Look at it. Look at it.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
hair.
just shave it off.
No, I'm not going. No, because then everybody say I'll do it because you did it. So I can't just
I
shave
think.
it all off.
Who cares what they think?
No,
We know why you did it.
I'm not doing it all off.
Okay.
All right, I have some lessons learned. I feel like something's missing. Lessons learned in the past few days. Mm-hmm. China won the Third World War without firing a missile.
Oh. Okay.
Europeans are not as educated as they thought they were.
Okay.
Rich people are, in fact, less immune than the poor people.
Oh, because they got their test first.
Well, they got their test first.
Hey, I got COVID.
But none of them are working. It is the middle class and the blue collar workers that are running the country. Right
But the 1%ers are going to be just fine with it.
Oh yeah. It's like,
okay, so we stay home.
No priest, astrologers, or what is it? Punjams? I don't know what Punjam is. They can't save anybody apparently. Religion is not helping. Health professionals are worth more right now than football legends.
Yeah.
Oil is worthless in a society without consumption.
Well, I mean, they're purposely fucking reaming it down too. Like that's a whole war thing going on.
The Russians and the Middle East are having a war. Now, everybody's got a stockpile, so everybody keeps lowering their prices.
So apparently the Middle East they've ramped up production. They did.
Oh,
they did. Just a big, nice, big.
More oil. We need more oil.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're at $20 a barrel. Here's a nice big fuck you. We're gonna we're gonna make more. So
oil. We did this. See, number 7. Animals most likely feel the same way in zoos as we do in quarantine. The planet regenerates quickly without human interference. Majority of people can comfortably.
The oceans look beautiful.
Oh yeah, if you look at the satellite photos, all the smog's gone in Los Angeles.
If global warming theoretically was an issue,
not anymore.
I feel like it's squared up now.
Everything's even. What do we got? Number 9. Majority of people can comfortably work from home.
No, that's a lie.
No. I think the majority of people are still working from home.
Okay, they are, but it's not comfortable.
Oh,
it's not. You know how many distractions are at your house? It's.
Well, you have children.
I mean, a lot of people do.
A lot of people do. Yes, it's hard to teach and work at the same time.
I'll tell you what. What else? What else you got?
Everyone can survive without junk food.
Yeah.
Living a hygienic life is not that difficult at all.
I've seen a lot of joggers. People are bored, so they're like,
"Oh, you see the people walking in my neighborhood like those people live in here."
Yeah, that's amazing.
I didn't even know they had a dog. Men can cook too. Media is full of nonsense. Actors are just entertainers. They are not heroes.
But they got their coronavirus test before us.
That's
hey,
true.
I just want to know. I have it.
Number 15, the final thing. Life is so fragile. Please handle with care.
Life is very fragile.
Did you see this story yesterday? It was very sad. A lady FaceTimed her husband who had the coronavirus in the hospital and watched him die on FaceTime. It was very sad.
That's pretty intense.
And then the article said at the end the doctor got, turned the phone on to him. He goes, "I'm sorry, ma'am. There's no more pulse."
Wow.
And then blink.
God damn.
Hang up. Wouldn't that'd be hard to do. I didn't get that at first. We watched something and some guy was complaining that he'll never see his mother again, whatever. And then we saw a report from ambulance drivers and things, and they're having a really hard time. One, because they might catch it, but they're going in and picking these people up, and nobody rides in the ambulance anymore with them.
Right.
And they know when they take your husband, your wife, your grandmother out of the house, they're never coming back.
Well, they got a 50-50 shot.
Not if you're in your 80s. Let's say grandma and grandpa then.
I mean, statistically speaking, at this point, with what the information's been given to us, if you're
it is a little better now than it was.
You gotta. Well, I mean, it's still 50-50. It's not. That's a coin flip.
Yeah.
Shit. That's pretty intense.
But then they go to the hospital. You die alone. I mean, they don't check on you a whole lot because there's really nothing they can do. So you just expire.
That's it.
It's sad. Did you just retrohale?
I usually retrohale a little bit.
I thought smoke coming out of your nose. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, just a smidge.
All right, so that's very, very sad information. All right, on with the news, or do you?
Yeah, thanks for bringing us down, Mike.
Yes, but the last thing was a little depressing.
Yeah.
La Florida Dominicana lays off half of its sales reps due to the coronavirus.
4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them.
Well, evidently they only had 8.
Yeah.
So it's still half, Michael.
Uh-huh.
La Florida Dominicana has laid off 4 of its 8 sales representatives due to the economic downturn caused by the coronavirus pandemic. I'm going to skip the COVID-19 word now for now on.
Yeah.
Last week, this was last week's news, the company laid off its sales representatives, which the company refers to as sales managers, in the Northeast, Southeast, Midwest, and Southwest regions. The company's other sales representatives are handling these territories on a temporary basis.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Mr. Carney about this at all and any of the other things?
I haven't talked to Carney about it. I talked to Leo about it briefly.
Yes, my friend Leo was still employed. I
wanted to make sure that he didn't get Diax.
With recent stay-at-home orders, more than 75% of the American population is under stay-at-home orders, issuing people to stay at home unless the work is essential businesses, need essential supplies, or medical services. These work orders are extended to cigar shops around the country, many of which have been forced to turn into mail orders only shops, or in some cases close the doors completely due to the local orders.
Yeah.
Like every other notable factory in the Dominican Republic, La Florida Dominicana closed its factory last week due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Yeah.
So that's going to say it. I'm surprised no one else has done it yet.
Well, it's kind of a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, you know what? And I think everybody's seen that they took some heat for that. So
yeah, I mean, why
we can possibly not do it? Let's not do it.
I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, I'll hold my tongue to the best of my ability here. Save it for the Patreon.
Crownhead LLC is another story. Crownheads LLC, your friend Wes.
Yeah.
And Ace Prime Cigars have formed a strategic alliance that will have Crownheads handle all the distribution of Ace Prime products.
That's interesting.
Yes, it is. Crownheads, which has been in business since 2011, distributes and markets such brands as Headley Grange, Four Kicks, and others, all of them made under contract by other companies. Ace Prime Cigars is a new company launched last year and has made its public debut at the PCA trade show in Las Vegas.
Now, weren't we talking about that company because they had
quite a few cigars show up on people's different lists,
right?
And because of scheduling problems, we didn't get a chance to meet the owner of the company. He offered to come in here, but I think we were gone.
But now we got Wes.
Now you got Wes. So and that with that hat, did he by chance throw a couple of Ace cigars in that bag?
No, he did not. But he did give me this badass white Four Kicks hat that we're going to give away to somebody.
Ooh,
yeah,
giveaway.
I don't know what we're going to do with it. Somebody deserves the hat.
The trio behind Ace Prime is a blender and entrepreneur, Luciano Mariales, Eradio Pichardo, the owner of the one factory I can't say, cigar factory in Esteli, Nicaragua, and Tiago Splinter. I wonder if he's related to the Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. An assistant coach for the Brooklyn Nets and a former NBA player who won a championship with San Antonio Spurs.
Wow.
The company's products include the Pichardo cigar lines, the limited edition Luciano, the Traveler, and MXS signature cigars of former NBA stars, including Dominique Wilkins and Splitter, I guess, not Splinter. Splitter. We are delighted in the announcement of our strategic partnership with Crownhead, says Mariales. This is the fruit of years of authentic relationships and brings together a common DNA to build something distinctive and long-lasting.
Well,
it's not the first time the two companies have worked together. Prior to the launch of its own brand of cigars, how do you say that word? What is it?
Tabacalera?
Tabacalera, thank you. Tabacalera Pichardo, which was founded in 2005, made cigars under contract for other companies. 2016, Crownheads came to Pichardo to produce its Juarez cigar line for online retailers. Thompson, the brand is now available to all retailers. That is a good cigar for a budget.
Excellent price point.
Excellent price, yes.
Yep.
We had the privilege of knowing and working with Luciano and Pichardo for the past 3 years, said John Huber of Crownheads. Our relationship has grown organically over time, and I'm looking forward to taking our business to the next level via the strategic alliance.
Yeah. Cool.
So no comments, nothing to say.
I'm excited for it.
We're just reporting news.
It's good to have access to the. I mean, I want to try the cigars anyways. So
right, it was on the list of things that we want to.
That's the whole purpose of jumping in with somebody who does well at handling their own distribution, I guess. So kudos. I think it's a smart move. We'll see how it develops.
Oh, so you have Mike's approval. Very good.
You have my approval.
That's a very important thing to have.
Yeah.
Davidoff announces plans to engage with customers amid the corona crisis. Now I'm changing the name when it says COVID to corona.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Gusterson reported this on April 3rd. It was from a press release. Davidoff of Geneva, USA adapts its 2020 product innovation plans due to the current corona crisis and prioritizes digital engagement along with continued support of business partners. Okay, so here's the problem. Yes? Do you want to hear what they're doing for you?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
Okay. As the situation continues to develop, Davidoff Geneva is taking measures to best support their partners along with the company's U.S. team members in order to contribute to the continued and collective well-being of the cigar community due to coronavirus. The company has decided to adapt its 2020 product innovation plan and focus current efforts toward digital engagement in order to increase awareness, education, and drive sell-through for current quarter products. So it sounds like they're just going to hop on the Zoom train here and just figure out a way to do it.
Okay.
Pearl brands announced February. We postponed later. Blah, blah, blah,
I mean,
blah.
so...
Oh, here we go. Starting on Sunday, April 5th, Avo Cigars launches its first ever Challenge the Tempo Lounge with DJ Tony Touch. Oh, DJ Tony Touch. The brand will continue similar programming each week after, with plans to provide uplifting entertainment via a lineup of world-class DJs.
DJs.
So, Davidoff is now spinning...
Wicka, wicka, wicka.
Wicka, wicka, wicka. On Tuesday, April 7th, Davidoff... Oh, it's already passed. We didn't hear it.
Damn.
Wait, what is today's date? The 8th? It was yesterday.
The 6th.
Oh, no, it's tomorrow. Oh, since 1911, will host its first Davidoff online cigar seminar on Facebook, which features brand ambassadors Klaas Kettelner and Jeff Stone. Additional... you touched my face. Additional programming is in development for both Davidoff cigars, along with the companies Camacho and Urny, U-R-N-Y.
Okay.
Brands. They will continue to be proactive in efforts that contribute to the overall cigar community, especially understanding the substantial impact coronavirus has had on retail businesses. The company's ultimate priority remains the success of the retail partners, ensuring business continually throughout these challenging and unprecedented times.
Look, here's the problem. Okay, so here's the problem with Davidoff. You know, let's review like the past year. For one, they're direct to consumer, right? So that's a problem.
Are they doing that now? I didn't know.
Well,
that.
they have retail shops. I mean, you got a retail shop in Tampa.
Oh, I thought you meant they were like, I could call them up and go, "Hey, Davidoff, send me."
Well, I mean, if you give them your information for in needs of this crisis, who's to say that they won't?
It's a good point.
That's kind of what I was leaning into. They released a cigar. They released cigars that were the same cigar, but they called them a limited edition, which everybody was pissed off about. So, like, if you're a retailer and you represent Davidoff, I think that, I have a hard time saying, hey, yeah, you know what? Log on to this and check these guys out. You're gonna love it, right? Because who's to say that your head's not next on the chopping block?
Right. Let's cut you out completely.
Theoretically speaking.
Theoretically speaking.
Allegedly. Just throw that out.
Allegedly, because we don't fact check.
Just saying. I mean, I understand that some of these brand owners and manufacturers and stuff are trying to engage customers. I get that, but just to say, hey, trust us and give us the information to your consumers. I don't know about all that, because when your quarterly sales are down and you look to push, now you can go direct to them.
Right.
Offer them a deal that you can't compete with if you're paying a third party like a retailer.
Yeah, because everybody's got to have a piece in the pie.
So, they're not the only company that's doing something like that. So
they just made a big announcement that they're doing.
Yeah,
but they're not. I mean, they don't have an Eric Espinoza or a Jack Tarano or a Steve Saka. They don't have a figurehead that they can go, hey, get online and talk to Bob Davidoff.
That's true.
So they're doing the DJs.
DJ. Wiggy wiggy.
So, they have DJ Tommy, whoever his name was, DJ Tony Touch, which I'm not familiar with his work, but I hear it's quite well, quite good, quite entertaining. I don't know. I'm sure it's not even music that I have heard of before.
Yeah.
A lot of club music with the boom, 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 boom.
Well, good for Davidoff. Wish them the best.
Some good news, if this could be actually good news.
Tell me something positive.
Coronavirus. Court signals FDA substantial equivalency deadline will be delayed until September 9th.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news or not.
Just like everything else, it's going to happen in the fall.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to push everything to September.
Well, not yet official. The deadline for cigar companies to submit substantial equivalency reports to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration will almost certainly be delayed from May 12th to September 9th due to the, they said it here, coronavirus pandemic. Oh, they had the pandemic in it. I like that. Judge Paul W. Grimm of the U.S. District Court for the District of Maryland, the same judge who moved the deadline up more than a year, issued an indicative ruling granting FDA's request to delay. Oh, FDA requested to delay the deadline by 120 days. However, his ruling isn't final, hence the indicative status due to the procedural issues that are expected to be resolved quickly.
Yay.
Because of the appeals filed by a variety of organizations, including the FDA itself, Judge Grimm. Grimm fairy tales. Maybe has any relation to that.
Judge Grimm.
No longer has the authority to modify the original ruling. I feel like I skipped a word.
You're out of line.
You're out of line. The two Utes decided they needed to push that back. What needs to happen next is the Fourth Circuit Court will modify Grimm's order to allow FDA to delay the change. FDA will then need to update its regulations to move the date to September 9th.
Mm-hmm. I don't know,
the process for the delay has been set up. Blah, 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 blah. All roadblocks to the postpone be effective. Blah 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 blah.
I just don't. People say that it's good that it gets kicked further down. I don't know about that. I think I could argue either side of that. Like, let's just get it over with. If
you can't have a meeting now, and you can't have a courtroom thing.
But all other businesses can work virtually. I don't know. I just feel like, hey, let's.
All the tobacco stuff's all shut down, so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the ultimatum of substantial equivalency. The deadline hits. Maybe they, if they don't have their shit together, I don't want to give the FDA time to put it together. It's kind of my point.
Oh, you think they're still working on it?
Yeah, they don't have an answer.
Oh. While this particular legal matter is likely to reach its conclusion shortly, it won't stop the appeals by various parties against Grimm's initial ruling. The cigar industry, the vaping industry, and FDA itself all have filed appeals against the ruling for a variety of reasons. Those lawsuits seek to move the date back to the August 2021 deadline.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yay.
Okay, we're at 26 minutes.
We're taking a break?
We're gonna go ahead and break.
Was fast.
We're gonna break. All sorts of things going on today, Michael. We're gonna take a break and then we'll be right back.
Bye.
And we're back. Episode 116 of Cigar Hustlers Podcast.
Part 2.
Part 2. Let's see. Should we do this next? No, we'll talk about something else. I listened. Last week we talked about all the top 20 shows that you should watch or listen to, whatever, and we were listed number 2.
Yes.
I listened to Cigar Hacks over the weekend.
Uh-huh.
I threw out my back, as you know, this weekend, so I
did?
Yeah. Yeah, I did work.
Me.
Yeah, I remember because Greg wanted me to run up here.
I thought you were just bullshitting.
Oh, no. I threw out my back, and I was actually naked sitting in a hot bath trying to be able to stand up straight. But I walk a lot when my back's out. It seems to help if I keep moving to loosen up the muscles.
Oh.
So, anyway, listen to Cigar Hacks. There must be like 10 guys on that show.
Really?
They introduce everybody with a little, they get a little song when they introduce their name.
Oh, like wrestlers.
Yeah, kind of like wrestlers, exactly, kind of like
Nice.
wrestlers. But I don't remember anybody's name. But once it starts, you can't figure out who's who.
Ooh, 10 people.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot.
I don't, and it's not like they go, okay, now Bob's talking, Steve's talking. They just talk over the top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't follow it. It wasn't that entertaining, to tell you the truth.
Huh.
So,
Well, they got 10 listeners because there's 10 of them.
yeah, and they do it live in different shops. It sounded like they were saying, because this week we're in blah 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 shop, but it still sounded good, very good sound quality. So I don't know if they had a big table with 10 guys or
Maybe we should become friends with them.
maybe, I don't know, because Sultans of Smoke have 4?
Sultans of Smoke.
They have 4 guys.
Is that including Danny or not including Danny?
That's including Danny. I think it was 4 or 5. I listened to their last show too when I was out walking. I don't know their names, but they at least sound different enough. You can tell when the next guy starts talking, because the quality is slightly different depending. And you know what? Danny sounds the best, and he's not the guy working the board.
He should sound the best. God damn it!
So good for Danny. He was part of the Developing Palates 24-hour Herfa whatever thing they did. So
that's amazing.
yes, that was. But I didn't watch any of that either. No. Surprised you weren't on there.
That's a commitment. I don't know. I didn't get an invite. It's okay.
Well, you could have just jumped on. I mean,
Nah.
Fred Rui, I don't think he got an invite.
I think there's only so many you can do. Like as far as his virtual.
Oh, I have applied. Out of the email we got this week, we have applied to be on 3 shows this week.
Yeah.
2 entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial shows, and one show that's just for men. They talk about different things that men would be
doing.
Problems, likes, dislikes. I thought we could do a little cigar segment for them, so we'll see what happens.
Cool. Have you yet to see any of those actually come to fruition?
No, none of them have. None have. We've got a thank you for applying. We got way more responses than we planned to. We will go through them, blah, blah, blah. So don't call us. We'll call you. It's better than the standard, no, I'm sorry, you don't fit the criteria for our show, which is normally when we get.
Are evil.
Evil. The Evil Empire.
Hey, we sent out all the War Bears to...
Did you finally send all the War Bears?
Yeah, War Bear
Did
Toros.
John Yogerlight get his?
Yeah, I sent one to him.
Okay, good. There was one other gentleman, and I can't pull up my phone. I maybe he didn't, but we'll check after the show.
Stephen Wells?
Might have been, yes. You got him?
Yep.
Okay, good deal, Michael. Very nice.
Took care of it.
Good for
I mean,
you.
all of a sudden I had like this downtime.
All sorts of free time.
I was like, hey, you know what? I need to fix this.
I need to send all those things out.
So we gave some test blends out to some of the listeners on the Patreon.
Good deal.
Took care of them.
For you. All right, this is from last week. A record-smashing 6,648,000 people filed for unemployment in the week ending March 28th amid the novel coronavirus pandemic. According to the date released by the U.S. Department of Labor on Thursday, the coronavirus financial crisis, it's also a coronavirus financial crisis, has clobbered the U.S. economy, forcing thousands of businesses to shutter amid government-mandated stay-in-place orders. The service industry, led by accommodation from food services, was among the hardest hit by the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah.
According to the Department of Labor data, other industries that have been heavily impacted include, do you like to guess?
The movie theaters.
Healthcare, social assistance, manufacturing, retail, and construction. Now, construction is still considered an essential business. And later in the show, I have a list of what is and isn't an essential business.
Oh.
The Department of Labor said Friday's staggering figure is an increase of more than 3 million from the previous record, which was just released last week, that showed the first labor impacts of the coronavirus outbreak in the U.S. just a few months ago, prior to the coronavirus outbreak. The unemployment rate in the U.S. was near a 50-year low.
Wow.
So, you want to know what they're doing since people aren't working? I have what people are doing now since they're not working.
Tell me. Painting.
Americans are drinking a crazy amount of alcohol during the coronavirus lockdown.
Wow.
Americans are concocting cocktails to cope with coronavirus, and lots of them.
Domestic violence must be through the roof.
And people beating up their children, too.
Wow.
U.S. sales of alcoholic beverages have risen 55% on the week ending March 21st, according to the Nielsen data. Hard alcohol, such as gin, tequila, and premixed cocktails is on the top of the pour list, and spirits have seen the highest increase, with sales jumping 75% compared to the same period last year.
I can tell you what's up at my house. We're level 125 now, Call of Duty. My son and I take turns. He's 6, and I'll put him up against any of you guys. So
Wow.
Modern Warfare.
You want to give out your handle so people can friend request you?
CGRHSLR.
Wow, you couldn't make something easy, could you?
That's Cigar Hustler.
I understand the acronym.
You can't You can't make it cigar.
Oh, really? They won't let you?
Yeah. Like, sorry, that's bad.
Could have been Sig Hustler.
That's bad.
That's probably cigarettes.
You're the devil. I'm like, okay.
Wine and beer are heavily flowing also. Wine sales are up 66%. Oh, Jessica Bransky must be happy. And beer sales have risen 42%.
Tequila.
Yes, you and your tequila. We did go to the liquor store the other day, and we spent $140. And you know it's bad when the man gives you a box to carry the liquor out with you.
That guy's a pro. You know what's funny is like the conversation of all the everybody was talking about whiskeys and getting deals and stuff like that.
Oh, all the different bourbons and scotches and everything.
I just drink the one thing.
And you're going tequila. I just drank tequila.
I wasn't doing that.
Yes, you were.
Nope.
Yep.
There was no slurring.
And had a lot of laughing, a lot of slurring.
I was having a great time.
A lot of giggling.
It was fun.
I did.
Back off on Josh Fabello. That was pretty funny.
You did this last night. I mean, we've done a lot of these virtual HERF things together. But you had this thing last night where when you talked, you had to get up and move closer to the camera.
Yeah, because the one shitty thing about the virtual HERFs is usually two guys kind of take over.
Right.
And they just start talking.
We had 3 last night, counting you.
Yeah, well, because I was interjecting.
Right.
And I was just like, I got bored with the back and forth from two guys. I'm like,
it was Ozzy and Eddie.
And like, that's just, and those guys are awesome. They're good guys, and they had good stuff to talk about. But it's important to kind of engage everybody else, right? So,
I think most of the guys just like to get on and watch.
That's kind of creepy.
No, it's not. It's like watching a TV show.
I want to hear from them. Hey, what's going on with you? Well, I'm fucking stuck in my house. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting at home smoking just like you.
Yeah, but there's still intricate fucking things going on that are different in everybody's home, in everybody's jobs, all of it, right? So, I don't know. I think it's more, for me, when it comes to those virtual hearse, it's important to engage everybody, right?
How much longer did it go after I left?
It ended at midnight.
Jeez.
So I muted myself, muted this volume, and I just kind of tilted it away because I was obviously, you stuck me with the host job. Thanks.
Well, I mean, I was done, and you were still going at it. So, I mean, I'd been on for 2 hours.
So I just kind of moved, and
when we had planned it, we were going to go an hour.
I slowly watched them drop off.
Yeah, just sort of.
And the last two standing were Chet. It was Chet and Andrew Peck.
They're buddies anyway, so...
They were the last two going back and forth.
Yeah, they might as well have been together at the same house.
And then I watched them both, and then I watched Andrew go, and I went to go talk to Chet, and then he logged off. I was like, all right, cool. So
just me now. It's just me now!
Well, I didn't get the yellow fucking square when I was talking. So I don't know if you could hear me.
You thought if you moved closer to the camera?
Hey!
Hey, assholes, I'm talking.
I had a good time. Josh Fabello he's broken my balls. He gave me a hard time about a post that you made that it was like a blurry pic for our sampler. He's like, "Oh, who took your pictures, Paul?"
Oh, you and your...
No, it was it was a sampler pack.
What was this? I didn't take that.
Blurry. Yeah, but I don't know why, but the cigars were blurry on your image. Oh. So he teed off on that. He made a funny comment. He's like, "You should pressure wash your fence," like a week or two ago on the virtual.
Okay, yeah.
So when he went on his tangent, I fucking muted him.
Oh, I was still on then.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, "Hey."
That was actually, if what he said is true, that was important information.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
What he said was true.
We'll see if it happens or not.
Yeah.
All right. With the beer sales are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Bush Beer has announced 500 people who adopt or foster a dog from the Midwest Animal Rescue will be awarded a 3-month supply of beer in the form of $100 prepaid debit cards.
Not worth it.
That's $300 you get.
In Bush.
Well, Bush Beer, not in Bush Beer. They make other beers besides Bush. Everyone could use a companion for the couch right now, so if you foster a dog from the Midwest Animal Rescue Service, you'll be given a 3 months worth of beer that Bush makes to enjoy by their side. Bush said via Facebook.
So you get drunk and beat your dog.
The great promotion is scheduled to run through April 25th or until 500 new dog owners and winners have claimed their prizes.
Oh, I'm sure that's done.
I'm sure it is. Yeah. Honey, go get a dog.
We need an animal.
And bring me some of that Bush Light back home,
We need
please.
an animal and hit the 7-Eleven.
We mentioned this last week on the Patreon, but I need to do a slight retraction from the Pornhub premium service that's over free. Apparently, if you live in North Korea and you're caught viewing or selling pornography, you are punished by death.
Yeah, so don't do that.
So don't do that at all.
I mean, the one guy took down a poster and he died. What was that guy's name?
They didn't kill him, did they?
He came back a vegetable and died.
Oh, that guy, yeah, and he died as soon as he got back.
Yeah.
So they gave him enough drugs to get him home on the plane, and then he's dead.
So
he's dead.
I mean, believe me, I don't think you're thinking about porn in North Korea. You're like, man, I better not touch anything.
I did check. You're correct. We have one listener in North Korea.
Kim Jong-un.
So if you went for the premium service, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it.
Dead. Okay, so now we have, just running along here, these are what are considered with the stay-at-home order, and what is considered an essential activity. These are things that you are allowed to do, which some of them don't make sense. But you are attending religious services conducted in churches, synagogues, and houses of worship. Now, I guess that's limited to a certain number of people, because last week in Tampa, they shut down that church.
They arrested that guy.
Yeah, they had too many people there.
But, I don't know, man. That's where shit gets hairy. It's like religion and government. Yeah.
And, I did read
people
this morning.
People are freaking out. What are you doing?
One of the famous...
Tiger King was terrible. I mean, I understand why people want to get out. I mean, that could have been like one episode.
That's what everybody's saying. Yeah.
It's like, so I stressed that shit out for no reason.
Told us all about it. I'm not watching it.
Good for you. I started watching Ozark.
Yeah. Did we talk about that last week or on the Patreon? Sorry, everything runs together anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm trying to,
You can participate in recreational activities consistent with social distancing guidelines, such as walking, biking, hiking, fishing, hunting, running, or swimming. You can take care of your pets, which is, when you...
I recommend doing that
So you get your bush beer.
with or without pandemic.
Well, you can go out for walks.
Take care of your animals.
Right. You can care for otherwise assisting a loved one or a friend.
That's nice.
So, what can't you do?
They don't,
According to this, I can come to your house and help you power wash your fence.
Yeah, you're not coming over.
Well, I wasn't invited before the pandemic. I don't imagine I would be invited now that it's going on either.
You're correct.
So these are the essential businesses.
I don't want my kids to be subjected to it. I mean, when I walk in the door, I instantly jump in the shower and,
I've got a friend who's a manager at Lowe's, and his wife put up a video the other day of him coming home from work. And first she has him strip in the garage, and then she hosed him down with a can of Lysol. It was hilarious. I watched it 9 times.
I mean, that's a bit excessive.
Well, I'm sure it was for the Facebook video that she did it for.
I walk in the door and I say, and my kids are always excited when I walk in the door. I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'll be right back. And then I go and change and shower and the whole
I went out for supplies this morning. I got to Publix at 10 to 8. They open at 8 now. They're open 8 to 8. There was 25 people waiting outside. Everybody 5 to 6 feet apart. Majority of the people had on a mask. Some had gloves. The only guy that didn't was coughing and clearing his throat, and he was right in front of me. So I thought about killing him a couple of times just for the good of the other 26 people in the line. Did my business and got out. I was in and out in about 45 minutes. But
Did they have Lysol?
No. They did have toilet paper, paper towels. That's all back in again. They had plenty of meat and food, and I mean all that was there. I went home and then got Lysol wipes. Went out and did the steering wheel of the car, the door handles, the trunk, anything that I might have touched. I did my shoes, so I could wear them in the house.
Oh, I just take my shoes off.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I'm hanging out in the garage now. I mean, I've turned the garage into a second living room now, so
right.
I got all that cleaned up. Okay, but here are the essential businesses.
All right, make it quick.
Oh, I've got 7 pages of essential businesses.
Oh, my God. I don't think you need to do all that.
Healthcare providers, I'll just do the main things. Healthcare providers, grocery stores,
obviously,
food cultivation, including farming, livestock, and fishing businesses, newspaper, television, radio, hardware stores. Majority of these stores now, as of today, I think, at least in Florida, they're limiting the number of people inside, including Home Depot and Lowe's.
Yeah.
Only letting so many people inside. I read that Walmart is doing one-way aisles to keep the 6-foot.
That's smart.
Yeah, but I mean, who's going to listen to that, though?
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I mean, people don't respect the fucking 6-foot thing.
In Publix this morning, people were. Nobody crowded anybody. Instead of normally, there's a lady walking down this side and somebody, they go opposite directions. You can cut through the middle. No, I waited. I waited till the aisle was clear, and then I went and got my stuff.
So
I was surprised canned vegetables are hard to find.
Are they really?
They weren't my Publix, except for peas and creamed corn.
Nobody likes peas.
I love peas.
Ugh.
I love peas.
I
Creamed
guess
corn.
you're good then.
Yeah, I'm not with the creamed corn. Well, no, nobody else in my house does. So.
So you skipped it?
I did get 2 cans of Publix green beans I don't know. These cans look like they're from 1950s. That might be something they just found somewhere.
Like, hey, we could sell these.
Sell these out. They'll buy anything right now.
Clear out some of this old shit.
Exactly. It was either brand new stuff or really old because it was not the standard packaging.
So, but like, I went to Target a few days ago and because we were looking for chalk, like sidewalk chalk. I mean, you got to try and keep these fucking poor kids occupied.
All right, you got to keep them busy.
And of course, they hardly had anything. But so I'm checking to see, and like people are fucking starting to encroach on my space. I'm like, you guys are not. Like, just give me a second here. I'm just trying to figure this out. And then, but then you fast forward a few days later when I had to go do grocery shopping. I was fucking masked up. I was gloved up.
We don't have gloves at my house. I don't know why. I mean, there's just no need on a regular basis to have rubber gloves. Why did you happen to have them? Your wife wears them when she cleans or something?
I don't know. When my brother comes over and does like work, he always wears
those
gloves.
Black rubber gloves.
So I think that we
from
made
the rape
sure
kit that he carries in his car.
Yeah, so we made sure that we always had gloves on standby for any type of operation that was going on in the house. So we have
just in case he comes over.
Yeah. So, but I will tell you this. I mean, man, I felt good walking in there with the mask and gloves. I'm like, fucking.
Did you take the gloves off before you got in the car?
Yeah. So what I did was
throw them in a parking lot like everybody else. No, that's what.
No. That's fucked up.
Yep.
I had like a disposable bag I mean, first of all, my wife plans all this shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure.
you know, we have every step of the way.
You have a detox kit in the car.
Oh yeah. So you know, so I take one glove off, I open up my car door, I put it in the bag, then I remove my other glove and I put it in the bag. And then I have a fresh set of gloves for the next place that I have to go to. Glove up again. I keep my mask on the whole time.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done, I take the mask off. I took it all off, I put it all in the bag, and I threw the bag out when I got home. Oh yeah, man. Not fucking around.
Do you clean the stuff when you bring it into the house?
Yeah, so now there's a process for that now too.
I've seen videos of people with stations like in the garage.
Yeah, exactly. So anything that that's required to be cold or frozen, it instantly gets cleaned, and then gets put into the refrigerator. Other stuff that's non-perishable just sits out in the garage for 24, 48, 72 hours, whatever.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, man.
We discussed that last week, and we bring in groceries, and we were all standing there looking at them, and who's going to put these away? So we're discussing how far are we going into this? Are we going to now?
You got to commit.
Wipe down everything?
Oh yeah.
So we're not at that point yet.
Oh, we're
not at that point yet.
Yeah, but I got a infant at home.
You have small children. Yeah,
she's 3 months old.
None of us are in the danger age group. I'm the closest one, and maybe I've already had it. So
arguably, it's possible.
See, contractors, other tradesmen, business providing mailing and shipping services, including post office boxes, private colleges, trade schools, and technical colleges, laundromats, dry cleaners, and laundry service providers. I'm surprised that's an essential business, but I guess you got to clean your clothes. Businesses that supply office products, businesses that supply other essential businesses with support or supplies. So, if you need supplies or deliver supplies, business to business, businesses that ship or deliver groceries, food, goods, or services directly to residency. Let's see, airlines, taxis, and other private transportation. Home-based care for seniors, assisted living facilities, professional services, landscape and pool care businesses, child care facilities. Aren't those all closed?
No, they're not.
They still some open?
Yeah. The one for Justice is open, but he's not going.
Right, yeah. Unless I had to because of work, and even then, I mean.
Yeah, but but it's so fucking hard, man, because they're still a small business, right? So, like the first couple of weeks they clipped you for the full amount, and then they're like, hey, if you want to stay on, we'll do half or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not about to fucking... I'm not gonna just drop the axe. I mean, my kids have been going. Jax went there,
right? Yeah,
for 4 or 5 years, and then now Justice has been there for 2 or 3, And I'm like, being a small business owner, I just don't have it. I'll figure out the money, right?
Right.
I just can't do it. I can't fucking. Now, when we get into the summer, if this thing is still going on summertime, and I would have pulled him out. Then okay, I'll pull him out. But
so does he not go in the summertime?
No, because if his brother's home.
His brother's home. Oh, that's right. He goes to regular school now.
Yes. So if
there's not some type of program, a camp or something he would be into.
I mean, we never really did that with Jax.
Gotcha.
We've never done like the weeks of. I mean, I'm sure that eventually that'll happen.
Is he in first grade now?
Excuse me. I can still.
Can you? That way, please.
Did you spray Lysol on this recently?
I did again today. I cleaned the tables and everything.
Like, I'm getting it.
And just very lightly and from a distance.
Dude, inhaling.
Just because you don't know who from out there.
I understand. I appreciate your concern for my well-being. But
more mine than yours. But
well, I appreciate your concern for your well-being.
I catch it.
But I can tell you that inhaling Lysol is not fucking pleasant when on this thing when it's on the mic. So.
Let's see. Logistic provider, telecommunication provider, provision propane, natural gas, office space, administrative support.
I get it. So they closed art galleries. Okay, I get it.
Factories are still open. Waste management services are still open. Any business that interacted with customers solely through electronic or telephonic means and delivering products via.
I get it.
Man.
I get it. But the bigger issue is just the economic impact. I mean, people are not coming.
Well, really, the only thing that's not is retail clothing.
Yeah, but a lot of people also use the excuse to fucking axe people.
Yes, that is
so
true.
Shitty.
So I've heard some of the big box stores, Walmart, Target, those things, they're roping off the clothing areas, which makes no sense at all.
Well, I mean, Costco had like they have those patio sections,
right? Like the middle of the store, sort of like Sam's.
So they taped off the patio because people were just sitting and
they're just sitting in it and hanging out.
Yeah. That's not a good idea.
I saw an ad today, an $800 patio set for $147.
Where was that?
No shit.
Is that
If I hadn't just built all that furniture for the patio, I would have snapped that up because it was like it was a big L-shaped couch, a coffee table, two chairs.
You got to show me that because
I'll see if I can find it again.
I'm due. I'm ready for a new patio set.
Good, because I helped deliver the one I'm not allowed to sit on anymore.
For 100. What?
The patio set at your house, I brought to your house and helped you bring that in.
Did you?
Yes. You got that from David Cologne.
Yeah.
Yes. I was in on that move when you
that's right.
when you sold his house.
You're such a sweet man.
But now I'm not invited over. I didn't sit on it.
Well,
And
right
usually
now
when I
you're not
do,
invited
when I
over.
was coming to your house, I always got the white fold-out chairs too. Never the good.
Why
never
would
the
you,
good.
Why would that happen?
I don't know. It's where you always stuck me over by the screen door.
It's because I love you.
No.
I can abuse you the most.
Let's see. On April 2nd, wow, we're at 50 minutes. I still got 3 more pages.
That's what I'm saying. You got to speed this up a little bit.
Okay, the Philippines president gave authorities okay to shoot those violating coronavirus lockdown orders.
Seems like a good idea.
The Philippines president, Rodrigo Duterte, is allowing for the use of deadly force against those found violating lockdown standards implemented in an effort to curtail the spread of coronavirus.
Yeah, just kill him.
In a televised address on Wednesday, President Duterte, emphasized the importance of respecting the quarantine guidelines as authorities work to slow the virus, which has affected nearly 1 million people worldwide.
So let's shoot some people, too.
Right.
What the
The
fuck?
volatile leader added he's granted the military and local authorities permission to shoot those resisting the new measures and abusing medical officials. It's getting worse. So once again, I'm telling you the seriousness of the problem and that you must listen, Duterte said in a broadcast to the nation's 107 million residents. My orders to the police and to the military is there's trouble and there is an occasion that they might fight back and your lives are in danger. Shoot them dead.
Jesus. What a country.
Okay, we're going to skip. I had a couple of stories. A lady was arrested in Stewart for violating the lockdown, and she was on Facebook saying, I was tested for coronavirus, and I might have it, but I'm not walking around downtown. So they arrested her. But there was a longer story, and I had a nice photo of the lady who just looked like...
I'm glad you summed that up.
Yes. Let's see. Mexico's Guapo Modelo said on Thursday it will temporarily stop brewing coronavirus beer. Now, Corona beer and other brands exported in the 180 countries after its business activities were declared non-essential. In Mexico, beer manufacturing is non-essential. The Mexican government this week declared
It's a priority here.
That's right. Sales are up, and that's where you get the dogs. Health emergency and ordered the suspension of non-essential activities after the number of coronavirus cases in the country surpassed 1,000. On Thursday, reported 1,510 cases and 50 deaths.
I'll tell you, the stock market's up today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Looks like 6%.
Yeah, let's see. I don't want to do the Mexican voice. We'll skip that. And finally, we'll wrap this up here. Just because we talked about the hospital ship last week, in San Pedro, Los Angeles last week, an engineer deliberately ran a train off the tracks at high speed near the port of Los Angeles in an attempt to crash into the USNC Mercy Hospital ship. Prosecution said. Fellow prosecutors alleged the train engineer Eduardo Moreno, 44, of San Pedro, intended to hit the ship, saying that he thought it was suspicious and did not believe the ship is what they say it is for.
That guy is on some serious peyote.
The train crashed into a concrete barrier at the end of the track and smashed through a steel barrier and chain link fence, slid through one parking lot, and then a second lot filled with gravel and hit a second chain link fence. He had that train hauling ass.
Wow.
It came to rest after passing under a ramp leading to the Vincent Thomas Bridge and was seen with webs from Spider-Man. No, I added that because he stopped that one train.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the train remained in that position Wednesday. No one was.
Spider-Man's not in Cali. Be real. Be realistic. He's in New York.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Maybe it was the Red Witch then from the Avengers. She stopped the train too.
Yeah.
No one was injured in the derailment, and the train leaked fuel that required a hazmat response. Good thing everybody's always wearing those outfits anyway, so
Worked out great.
they just called, hey, you three guys,
Come over here.
come over here, clean this
shit
up. Authorities say Moreno admitted to crashing the train intentionally and said he did not plan it out in advance, so he didn't. Crime of opportunity. Are we keeping you awake?
People are nuts.
Are we boring you? You're yawning and stretching and coughing and sneezing over there.
Stretch.
It is believed that he acted alone. He allegedly made statements to a CHP officer that included, you only get this chance once. The whole world is watching. I had to. People don't know what's going on here. Now they will.
I can give you an update on my acting lessons.
Oh, so sad that didn't keep going. The Navy hospital ship was brought in to handle non-coronavirus patients to help blah, blah, blah. The ship was about 1,000 hospital beds, 800 activity. Okay. Anyway, yes, acting lessons. Are they doing them on Zoom?
Well, they offer a virtual one, but
please?
No, I don't want
record.
I won't do it.
Come on!
I want person to person.
The people of the show, Michael, would like to see the great actor, Michael Stepankevich.
I need person to person contact. So,
there's no love scenes, Michael. It's acting class.
No, but I want to know,
What if during? We should call Brittany. What if during the acting classes there is a love scene they want you to do?
That's not going to happen.
So you have to hard pass. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good.
I am an actor, but I shall have to pass on the love scene.
I mean,
What if it's a gay love scene?
Still no.
No. What if it's with Hunt?
Okay. He should be here by now.
Is he coming in today?
Yeah.
Oh, to look at all his stuff that came in from
Nexa. FQ cigars just came in from Nexa.
Yeah,
but
I don't know why he wasn't.
I don't understand how they're closed. If we got the product.
He should have been here for the delivery.
Well, I told him that we were quarantining his packages.
So that's why they were put downstairs for a certain amount of time.
Correct.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a very small show update.
Okay.
And then we are done. We are at 55 minutes.
That's beautiful.
So this works out well. We would like to welcome, Michael, a new listener.
Yes.
Oh, do you have a listener of the week?
No.
I'm trying to think if we have one real quick. No, we don't have a listener of the week. Anyway, we would like to welcome Lao People's Democratic Republic.
Really?
Yes. They are a small country in Laos. We have one listener there now. I'm not sure how the premium thing works in your country, so you're kind of on your own there.
Make sure you do your research.
Do your research before you check into the premium service.
I don't want you to get killed. You're one listener.
You're the one listener down there. So, and Lao People's Democratic Republic.
That's nice.
Very, very small country.
Hey, we got him, though.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again.
Perfect.
Ever.
I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the
You
moderator.
didn't even let him fuck it up all the way. All right,
I gotta get past Hojo! Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not even
record.
gonna try.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right.
Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Gave you
John.
like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Mike Squared.